Hello folks, welcome to Choose Wise, your ultimate guide to shopping. Today we are going to talk about bread and bread makers. If you're wondering whether you need a bread maker or have already decided to buy one but not sure which one, then you're at the right place. In this video, we will explain you the need for a bread maker and suggest the best ones, the Rolls-Royce of bread makers, so that your life becomes easy. So without further ado, let's get started. According to history, the earliest bread was made in or around 8000 BC in Egypt. The grain was crushed and baked into what we now commonly recognize in its closest form as chapatis in India or tortillas in Mexico. Throughout the world, in the following centuries, countries developed their own versions and it evolved into the current day bread that we eat. Freshly baked bread is amazing. There is nothing more dreamy than waking up to the smell of fresh baked bread and freshly brewed coffee on a Saturday morning. Getting a loaf of bread from a good bakery can be expensive, while the supermarket breads are loaded with preservatives and ingredients that you can't imagine. Moreover, if you are on a special diet like gluten-free or vegan, it can be really tough to find suitable breads. That's why many people love making bread at home. Baking bread can be quite cumbersome and time-consuming. Not all people have time to do that. That's when a bread maker comes to the rescue. It takes the hard work and hassle out of making homemade bread. You will also know exactly what's in each loaf. And believe me, your home will smell amazing and you get to wake up to gorgeous, freshly baked bread. Some people think that baking bread at home is a messy and hard process. However, baking bread with a bread machine is a breeze. Even beginners can bake a great loaf of bread. You just need to put in all the ingredients, choose the desired option, press start, and it does the rest. All the kneading, rising, and baking process happens inside a bread maker, which also makes it a zero mess process. If you think that buying bread at a store is cheap, you might be mistaken. It turns out that in the long term, baking bread at home will save you money, especially if you have some dietary restrictions. Once you have made up your mind and decided to buy a bread maker, the big question arises: which one to buy? Because there is a ton of bread makers on the market and not all of them are capable of making a great tasting loaf. To make your lives easier, we have listed down 6 factors to consider while choosing a bread machine. Number 1. Quality of bread. Nothing beats the quality and taste of a fresh loaf of bread. Since you're the one who is making bread, you can make sure that you use the ingredients that are fresh and healthy. A good bread machine can bake a loaf that always beats store-bought bread in terms of taste and quality. Number 2. Consistency. If you make bread 2 or 3 times using the same recipe, you generally expect that you get similar bread each time. However, low quality bread makers tend to produce different results for the same recipe. That's why it is very important to choose a bread maker that gives you consistent results. Number 3. Size and capacity. Bread makers come in different shapes and sizes. Small bread makers are great for singles or couples. Large bread machines come in handy for big families. Bread makers can also be classified into 2 types based on the shape of bread they produce: horizontal and vertical. Horizontal bread makers produce traditional loaves, whereas the latter bread makers produce vertical loaves because of their shape and construction. If you have affinity towards traditional loaves, it's better to get one that can make horizontal loaves. Number 4. Versatility. The main function of a bread maker is to bake bread. It is wise to choose a bread machine that is capable of producing various kinds of bread. whole wheat, gluten-free, rye, and hundreds of other types. Besides this, modern bread makers are also capable of making pizza dough, pasta dough, cakes, jams, and a number of other delicious dishes. If you plan to use your bread maker for other things as well than just baking normal bread, then choose one with additional settings and preset cycles that allow you to make different types of breads and dishes. The specific preset programs take into account the type of flour and other ingredients to adjust the mixing, kneading, and baking time accordingly. Number 5. Extra features. Modern bread makers also come with loads of extra and useful features. These include dual kneading blades, double heating system, viewing window, delay timer, beep functionality, automatic nut and raisin dispenser, etc. Depending on your requirement, choose a machine that has one or more of these features. Number 6. Popularity. It is handy to choose a bread machine that has a lot of positive reviews, happy customers, and good customer support. In that case, you can benefit from more recipes shared by people, blogs, instruction videos, and prompt aftercare. In our research, out of several available bread makers, two machines topped in all the aforementioned factors. Coincidentally, both belong to the same company, Zojirushi. It's a Japanese company that produces various home appliances. They have been in business for a long time and marked their 100th anniversary in 2018. Zojirushi has been manufacturing bread makers for more than 30 years. In Japanese language, Zo means elephant, which symbolizes strength, intelligence, and familiarity. As the name suggests, Zojirushi is known for making superior quality products, and their bread makers are no different. The two bread makers that topped in our research are Home Bakery Virtuoso Plus in 2-pound category and Home Bakery Maestro in 1-pound category. Let us tell you why we love both of these. First, Home Bakery Virtuoso Plus. It's a fully automatic appliance geared towards making anyone an expert home baker. It is 18 inches wide, 10.5 inches deep, and about 13 inches in height. It weighs around 24 pounds. This bread maker is powered with a 100-watt motor, 600-watt main heater, and 40-watt lid heater. The dual heaters, one in the bottom and one in the lid, promote even baking and browning. It comes with a cord length of 1 meter. There is also a large viewing window that allows you to track the progress without having to open the lid. It also features a large, easy-to-read LCD display and comes with a convenient 13-hour delay timer that makes it easy to set the timer for fresh bread when you want it. This bread maker can make 2-pound loaves and is a perfect size for families with 3 or more people. Unlike most other bread makers, it makes traditional horizontal loaves. One of the unique features of this bread maker is that it has 2 kneading blades. These blades thoroughly knead dough for superior results. Both the pan and blades are easy to clean and are BPA free. The bread maker features 14 pre-programmed core settings that alter the kneading, rising, and baking functions based on the type of bread to be made, ranging from classic white and European breads to health-conscious options like whole wheat, rapid whole wheat, multigrain, gluten-free, salt-free, sugar-free, and vegan. In addition to loaves, the flexible Home Bakery Virtuoso Plus bread maker makes dough, sourdough starter, cake, and jam. Along with the pre-programmed courses, the machine comes with a special homemade course which allows you to input your own knead, rise, and bake times in 3 available memory settings. This bread maker also gives you the option to choose a light, medium, or dark crust color. Final thoughts. Zoji Rishi Home Bakery Virtuoso Plus is a top-of-the-line machine. Though it's one of the most expensive bread makers on the market, it's worth it to get this one because it can make yummy and delicious bread consistently. That's important. It gives consistent and reliable results. You will save on buying baked goods, and your house will smell like a bakery. If you're committed to making your own bread regularly, it's the most durable machine we have found, and it will last you for many years. It's so popular among customers that it went out of stock for most of 2020 during the COVID pandemic, while other bread makers were readily available. So it's definitely bang for the buck. Okay, let's move on to the next one, the Home Makery Maestro. It is Soji Rishi's newest innovation. It's compact, sleek, and comes in a modern white finish. The Home Bakery Maestro can make 1 pound loaves, perfect for smaller families. As this has minimal footprint, it does not take up much counter space and can also be stored in cabinets. It has a carry handle for easy storage. It is powered with an 83-watt motor and a 450-watt heater and comes with a cord length of 1 meter. One of the distinctive features of this bread machine is the automatic fruit and nut dispenser. It automatically opens and adds ingredients such as nuts or seeds into the baking pan during the kneading cycle. The dispenser is detachable, which makes it easy to fill with ingredients or to wash after each use. The Maestro features a wide selection of 15 course settings which alter the kneading, rising, and baking functions based on the type of bread to be made. This bread maker can make regular breads as well as specialty breads like multigrain, gluten-free, and vegan breads. Along with the bread course settings, the Maestro comes with special courses for bread, pizza and pasta dough, cake, and jam. With the home setting, this bread maker allows you to store up to 3 custom programs with different knead, rise, and bake times. The Maestro helps you make your own creations just like you would by hand. The baking pan and the kneading blade have a non-stick coating and are BPA free. The easy-to-read LCD control panel and convenient key code make it simple to choose the course setting as well as select the crust color and set the optional 13-hour delay timer. It also has double heaters built into the bottom of the bread maker that rapidly heat the interior of the baking pan to facilitate oven spring for bread with a light and airy crumb and soft, thin crust. Final thoughts. Overall, Zoji Rishi Home Bakery Maestro is compact and durable. Like its big brother Virtuoso Plus, it gives you consistent results. The automatic fruit and nut dispenser makes it a unique bread maker. With easy-to-use interface, delay timer, and customizable course settings, the possibilities are limitless. It's an ideal bread maker for singles or couples and is definitely worth the money. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.